Hey adventurers, welcome to another episode of In Skyrim.
I've not been sleeping well lately. I've been having dreams of the camp.
No spider.
The dwarves of your world are nothing like mine. This fascination with machines and automatons is disturbing.
I know where we can find Sahlene.
You do? Where?
Dawnstar.
Then let's go.
Killing these machines does hold a certain degree of fun, but there's no blood.
We are currently at a great level for combat and quest files. Now, I think we should really focus on inn-hopping
It's where
and
I got
celebration records.
I was over by the lighthouse, looking at the ocean. You came stumbling up the steps and tripped over a piece of firewood. The sword flew out of your hand and into the snow. That's when we found the door.
Sahlene.
I'm sorry, Tickrit. I never should have left you. But what's done is done. And this is how it ends.
I don't understand. You wanted to become a housecarl. You were going to protect this hold.
When that door spoke, I felt something I never felt before. For the first time in my life, I wasn't invincible. I was afraid. And I thought if I could conquer that fear, I could conquer anything. I'd be myself again. I don't know how long they kept me in there. I stopped counting the days, and I stopped counting the scars. But when I broke out of my chains and I slaughtered them all, I had nothing left to fear. I've killed people. No one deserved it. And if I know you, Tickrit, that's not something you can forgive.
No, Sahlene. You're
Careful!
wrong.
I almost dropped all the
Everything
files.
I am is because of you. You taught me how to fight, how to live with honor and protect the weak. I owe you my life. I will never take yours.
You really have grown, haven't you? You've learned to speak for yourself, but you don't speak for your friend. So, what of it? I was once a member of the Dark Brotherhood. I've killed men for money.
Sounds like you have some regrets, but redemption does not come from death.
I know, but I'm not going to change my ways. That's what you think. This is who I am now, and if that's alright with you, then I think we can work together. We have a mutual enemy, an elf named Daenerys.
It wasn't you handling contracts from Daenerys to kill the Dark Steel?
Possibly. Their broker never told us exactly who we were working for. And it sounds like this Daenerys treats murder like a babe with a fresh thumb.
So he's your enemy?
The bartender at Rubber's Refuge told me my name was on the list of contracts. Only it wasn't me they wanted. It was the sword.
I think we know why. Supposedly, it's the only thing that can kill Daenerys.
And here I thought I was just popular. What do you think we'll find him? Somehow I doubt he'll be coming for it himself.
It's been a long day. We can think about it tomorrow. Right now, I'm just glad you're okay.
So, what's changed in the last dozen years?
I'm a bounty hunter, actually, and I'm not traveling with my friend here.
I never would have guessed. It's like everything's different.
Some things, but not everything.
Okay, where's Tikru? She stopped.
If you need me, I'm with you.
Alright.
We must talk.
Sure.
I want to thank you for helping me with everything. I feared that I would never find anyone ever again.
No need. I'll do anything for you.
I thought it would never work between us. I think you knew this. It seemed there could only be one outcome to it all. I look forward to a life with you. Perhaps we will be a good thing, you and I, yes?
Yeah, I could think of nothing else. Right.
Go on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Colorful.
Like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Until next time.
Wait a minute, what's going on?
Goodbye. Dragonborn.
Protocol to eradicate enemy engaged. Let the killing commence.
There is nowhere for you to run, Dragonborn. Wherever you are,
Are you alright?
find you.
I don't know how that bastard slipped by me.
What did I see then?
I know this poison. Chances are he lifted it right off my belt. And if that's the case, she's in trouble. I have a guy in Iverstead who brews it for me. And if it gets in the blood, it's guaranteed to kill. Good news is it works slow. The bad news is I don't know if there's an antidote.
I know a few alchemists who can help.
I'll show you to your
Not
room.
with this.
Right this way.
It's a special poison I had brewed up. Acts slow, but always kills. This alchemist, he's some kind of a genius. Let's hope for Tickard's sake, he can outsmart himself.
I can't talk to Tickard. Okay,
What's the hurry?
we need to find a alchemist. Okay.
You make the Dragonborn's adventure. My record's bigger?
mess.
Oh, you'll pay for that extra weight I have to carry.
Okay, the alchemist shack. Oh no. It's not dead.
Obviously, this fool has never encountered a drow before. It'll be their last.
Night Lord Vampire.
I really miss my sisters from the temple. Grace and I would sneak the window shop in the market district. We never had any money to buy anything.
Right, here it is.
Time to die.
Damn!
Such scenes of
5D,
carnage.
20. I'll forget it. I need a moment here.
I tell you to lie down, but trust me, in about an hour, you won't have a choice. Come on, let's hurry.
Oh dear, I do believe someone is sleeping in my bed
My
again.
insides moving
It's not
around.
what I intended when I moved to this location.
Okay.
Oh well, nothing a little alchemy can cure. A little dragonstone, a lick of troll's fat, and things will smell as clean as Kinnereth. I hope. Ah, it's you! Back for more poison, I presume. I really wanted to try something new this time. Maybe a touch of fresh honeycomb. I know, it isn't venomous, but it does
what I
relish the
wouldn't
stamina.
give for a bottle of
Limiting the
mead with
ability to
juniper
recover
berries
is
mixed
just as
in.
important as poison, wouldn't you say? Or maybe you wouldn't. It would be foolish of me to speculate on what goes on in your head. If I did, I'd be a card player, not an alchemist.
Changing plans. We need an antidote.
An antidote? The whole point was to make a poison immune to shrines and potions. That's what you asked for, isn't it? Immunity? Certain death? Those were your words, if I recall correctly. Although, I suppose I could double check my notes to confirm.
I know what I said, but there has to be a way to undo the damage.
Undo? No, you don't undo a poison. That's not how alchemy works. It can inhabit, restore, or diminish, but it does not undo. Besides, my specialty has always been the development of deadly toxins. They are not deadly, they cease to be special. And if my inventions are just another poison, then I'm just another alchemist.
Someone will make an any dead eventually. Might as well be you.
That is true. Why should I let another alchemist get the credit for anything? Even if it does render my original creation worthless. So how much time do I actually have to create this antidote?
If it works as slow as you say, probably about a week. But Tigrit's tough. I'd say she has at least 2.
It took me years to develop that poison.
You always say you work best under pressure. We'll consider both your lives on the line.
Fine. Threaten the weakling. Just be thankful my mind is not as frail as my body. Now, given my poison has multiple areas of attack, it'll take at least 3 ingredients to counter its effects. Common garlic is almost always the base ingredient in resisting poisons. It's also extremely malleable, bonding with most health and stamina substances, which is why it makes such a great base. This is why my venom is such a beautiful creation. The magic is in its simplicity. Like garlic, it attaches itself to healthy ingredients, but the resulting bond is toxic.
There has to be some sort of mixture it doesn't agree with.
You wanted an incurable poison, so rest assured it bonds with and absorbs all known cures, and continues on, unimpeded. But perhaps all we need is a little kitchen wisdom. When you chop a piece of fresh garlic, how do you rid your hands of the smell?
They say you should rub them on a knife.
Yes, of course. But do you know why?
Still reflects the odor in another direction.
It's actually the complete opposite. The sulfur in the garlic bonds to the steel instead of the moisture on your hands and your eyes. That's why chopping onions and garlic make you tear up, and perhaps that same concept may provide us with a solution. We may not be able to rid the body of the venom, but given how it bonds to almost anything, we may be able to bond it to another poison. This new poison would be stronger and much faster acting, but easily removed from the body, much like a piece of steel from the palm of your hand.
Enough talk. Can you craft it or not?
It is theoretically possible. We need something that is inherently venomous, but also bonds to my poison's restorative properties. The problem is the ingredient itself. It only exists in theory.
Ah, get away from his thing, Kerwin.
What do you mean? Only in theory.
Alright, consider for a moment the ordinary mountain flower. They're as common as butterflies, grow all over Skyrim, and in a variety of different colors. A nightshade or deathbell, however, requires no such display. They're perfectly content with being ignored. And then there are some flowers that are neither dark nor bright, and their very alchemy is a state of confusion. The red mountain flower restores magicka, but it can also ravage it. There's nothing short of a paradox. Now what we need is a substance that does the same for stamina and health. A poison that fortifies one's health.
Such a plan exists?
They say south at the peak of Arcwind Point is a black mountain flower, a plant born to seek attention, but one that grows by its lonesome. Of course, the place is fraught with Draugr, so no alchemist has ever lived to confirm the finding. For your friend's sake, I hope it's there.
Alright. You go on ahead. I'll stay here and make sure our friend doesn't run off.
Okay. What about this?
Curse those Imperial dogs! That snake got me while my back was turned!
You okay?
What does it look like, fool? Of course I'm not... Gods, I'm going to bleed out here with no one but you for company.
Here, take a health potion.
You would help a stranger, even dressed as I am. I thank you. I can already feel my strength returning. You have my thanks, friend.
No trouble.
Maybe so, but it meant a lot to me at least. You may very well have saved my life. Soon's breath or a stay in a Thalmor prison. Because of you, another daughter of Skyrim will live to fight for freedom. I will not forget this kindness.
Okay. Gotta go to Arcwind Point. Okay, I haven't been there, so we've gotta... We're gonna walk or ride or run.
Good lord, didn't anybody here subscribe?